Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, not your man, Ramo TV. Today in the video, we'll be talking about the top 15 full funded scholarships that doesn't require the GPA, or there is no GPA requirement, or the GPA isn't among the eligibility criteria, like isn't one among the mandatory criteria on the site. By the way, I just mentioned 15, but they might go up to 20, roughly around 20. So we got the bonus of many more scholarships. So stick. Some of them, their deadline might have passed, but you need to just know them so that by the time when they comes out, you can apply, because you cannot make a video whereby all the scholarships are just at the same deadline. It's impossible. Well, let's get started. So you can tell me a shout out where you watching me from, and if you got any question you wanna ask, you can leave on the comment section. If you wanna participate on the live stream, you can feel free to join on the link which I am posting it right now over here. If you wanna join the live stream. All right. So let me start with the scholarships that are currently open, and some of them will be open in a bit low time coming, like a few months to come. So the first, which you can start with it in our list over here now, we can talk about the Russian government scholarship. So the Russian government scholarship is a scholarship that starts on this February, and it's gonna take almost 1 month to apply. And the mode for the application, you apply through the Embassy of Russia. So there's a video I did about the Russian scholarship detail and other criteria. You can check on my channel 1 year ago. It is available. That is number one, the Russian government scholarship. They doesn't require the GPA, though the only criteria which they look at is that your performance, you should never have an F failure in either of the subjects. So that's scholarship number one we can talk out, which is open now. Another scholarship which you can talk about, second scholarship, that's about Turkey Burslar also. They doesn't have the GPA as a eligibility criteria or admission criteria. Though inside during selectivity that criteria is applicable, but when they post on the requirement, that isn't showing over there. So this is the second, also is full funded. They cover with you with all expenses, food, transport, flight, meals, and accommodation as well. That was number two, Turkey Burslar. So the deadline for Turkey Burslar will be 20 this February. Yep. The third scholarship which you can talk about, that is about Islamic Development Bank. This Islamic Development Bank funds also is a full funded scholarship, but also they don't have they doesn't have this GPA requirement. What they need from you, they just need, if you are from some countries, certain countries according to the videos and the eligibility. When you are coming from the specific countries, you need just from those countries to secure admission from the university. But when you apply for those countries which they sponsor, listed developed country 21, they'll sponsor you to study abroad. So there's no also GPA requirement. That was the third. The fourth in our list, we can talk about the Romanian government scholarship. The scholarship to come and study in Romania is also full funded scholarship opportunity, but also they doesn't have the eligibility, the GPA requirement. So for both undergraduate applicant, masters, and PhD applicants, you can feel free to apply. And this Romanian is still open up to 30 April, the deadline. Then we can go to the next, which is also not requiring. We can talk about Belgium government scholarship also, that doesn't require, but this is just for masters and training. The deadline will be February 5 February 50, we can say. Yep. And we can talk also about the French government scholarship, which they call it IFEL, but this also is for people who are applying for masters and PhD. So for this, they doesn't have also the GPA requirement. That's it. And we can go on and talk about the other, which was Sweden government scholarship. Also, they don't need the GPA. They don't need. There's no GPA requirement. Okay, you should have the GPA from certain level to certain level, but you should just have the result that can secure admission. So depending to list universities that are options available to this scholarship, and they wish to apply to those universities. So we can go on about our next part here. We had the option about University of Brunei Darussalam scholarship, which we talked about. This scholarship, the deadline is 28 February, but for masters and PhD. The undergraduate scholarship has been open this January. So from this January last month, January 15, it was open. So from that January, it goes up to now. I haven't done the video about how to apply for undergraduate. I just did it for masters and PhD because they open at different application time. So people also feel free to apply for this University of Brunei Darussalam scholarship to go and study over there. There is no also GPA requirement. The other one was about Hungaricum Stipendium scholarship. Also was full funded scholarship to go and study in Hungary for both bachelor's, master's, and PhD. But for this one was for all courses. Now this has already, the deadline has passed, but just keep in mind, next time when you're looking for the scholarship, you just know this will be one among which you are eligible to apply to. Then we can go to the next in our list, which is still available, was about the Azerbaijan government scholarship. Also the best scholarship for bachelor's, master's, and PhD, and they don't have also the GPA requirement during application. So you can just apply independent of your results, but just follow the application criteria, procedure, and where the documents should be submitted for you to secure the admission and have the chance to win this scholarship. Yep. So after we are done with that, we can see next in our list, we got also the Indian government scholarship. This is still also open up to now. The Indian government scholarship, and this is for bachelor's, master's, and PhD. Is full funded to go and study in India, but they offer other departments. They don't teach medicine related or health related department. Biomedical you can attend, but medicine, nursing, and other stuffs which are more closely related to medicine aren't offered, but it's full funded, and they don't have also the GPA requirement during application. So try your luck by applying if you need to apply to. Oh, Omar SK, thank you too. So after we are done, but there's also another scholarship also here, Gajah Mada University scholarship to go and study in Indonesia. So this is scholarship to go and study in Indonesia actually doesn't need the GPA, but also they doesn't need what? The English test. So because going in India to do masters and PhD, the deadline has passed, was December 30. Yep, so that's also, and we can come now here. Now we got the other important scholarship which was just open recently. This was about Australia Award Scholarship for bachelor's, master's, and PhD. As I just posted the video today, yes, today, the scholarship was open on February 1st. So the video is over there. You can go and apply. They doesn't have also the scholarship GPA requirement. Oh, okay, should have the GPA from ABC. No, they don't have. But what you just need to be careful about the universities which you are choosing. during applying for the scholarship. Make sure your results which you have after you research about the status of the universities which you are applying at that scholarship, and compare with your results. How are they? Can they give you admission through your results? So go to the website, look for the courses which you want to apply for, look for admission criteria at a particular university, not for the scholarship. The scholarship doesn't need the GPA requirements. So look for the university which you wanna select, because you have the option to select up to 8 universities. So after you apply, if you meet eligibility criteria, you have the great chance to win the scholarship, because after they just select you or they evaluate your process, when they submit your documents to the university selected, you'll have the great chance to secure admission. If you already know this university, my marks or my grades, I'm able to secure admission. Yeah. The other scholarship, apart from that, we talked about Finland government scholarship. Yes, I said about it, but this Finland government scholarship needs you also to make sure you secure admission at a particular universities in Finland. Yeah, and this was for bachelor's, master's, and PhD. The deadline was from January 7 to January 20 for those people who want to study in English this 2021. But for if you want to study in Swedish language or Finnish language, you can apply from March up to April. So if you missed it to apply for this scholarship, Finland government scholarship, during this time, January 7 up to January 2021, you can just wait and apply from March up to April for studying the same course which you wanna do, but not in English now. You just apply to study it in Swedish or Finnish language. With that being, if you doesn't know those languages, Swedish or Finnish, you will go for a preparatory language course prior to enrollment at the course which you get selected. Yep, and the other scholarships like bonus, we can add it to our list, like Taiwanese scholarship. Also, the GPA isn't that much mandatory, but we can see also there's another scholarship will be coming out, is about the Japanese government scholarship. Also, it was full funded to go and study in Japan, coming out from March to April. So stay tuned about that scholarship too, to go and study in Japan. They doesn't have also the GPA requirement, though they emphasize much on first class or second class HANA performance. Is it HANA, guys, right? Yeah, that's it. And we can add more. What was it? Yeah, there is this another, the last which also I posted like 1 day ago, seekers scholarship to China, or Chinese government scholarship. But this also is full funded to go and study in China. But for these seekers, also they don't have, though they prefer, if maybe you got the GPA from 2.8, maybe going above and other stuff, but they didn't put that criteria. I also checked about the university, and that's it. Oh, you saying, Omar, please, I am from Morocco. Is it possible for me to apply for New Zealand to study bachelor? New Zealand. I don't know. I do not know about scholarship opportunities to study in New Zealand. So give me as a task. Let me work on it, maybe to find about opportunities to study in New Zealand. New Zealand opportunities. New Zealand scholarships. Most of the scholarships which I saw, like which I remember I saw, most of them in New Zealand are partial. So if you are willing to go and study in New Zealand, you should be willing to go and study and pay for some of the costs. Some of the costs they'll pay for you, but be willing to encounter, because you can find the scholarship maybe they pays for you maybe 15,000 New Zealand cash maybe, and you find on the tuition fee you need to pay maybe the remaining 5,000, and the living expenses upon you. So that's what I saw about the bachelor's scholarships to study in New Zealand. Though now, because you have asked this question, I'll need to look at it specifically, like maybe there are scholarships direct to go and study in New Zealand, so that I can make videos about that. But now I know majority of them were partial scholarships. But also you are saying you wanted to study in Japan so bad, Corona. Yeah, sorry, the COVID, the pandemic has affected a lot of things. So yeah, that's it. So guys, hope you have enjoyed this amazing episode, this amazing live stream or video. If you got any scholarship maybe I didn't mention in the list, but you knows it, please, you can leave it on the comment section below, so that people will be coming watching this video later on can easily assess that opportunity. So list, if you know any other scholarship that wasn't mentioned like in the video, and you know that they don't require GPA during application, sorry guys, or isn't that complicated even people to win independent of their performance, list it on the comment section. And best wishes in your application. I'll see you tomorrow in another live stream. Bye guys.